I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove credit systems from their credit report, and actually in many cases without paying their debt at all. So if that's you, or even if it's just somebody that you know, I'm confident that you're going to walk away from this video knowing what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that credit systems or any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft, or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. But if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Just give us a call today. Our number is in the description so that you can find that easily. And with that, I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one here is really important. And that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with credit systems? And the reason I put this one at the top of the list is because, we get a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen, and it makes sense. Few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you won't be arrested or get jail time for that. So let's talk about who is credit systems and why are they showing up on your credit report. So they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And basically what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount. Okay. So, for example, imagine that you have, an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. Credit systems could, in theory, come along and buy that debt, but maybe just for $1,000. But sorry, not for $1,000, for $100. But now they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect that full $1,000 from you, which then gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money, and damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, once again, something people don't often know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Okay. In addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling your family members, colleagues, whatever they can do. But if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you, once again, may be owed a lawsuit. So that's another case. You want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with credit systems? Well, I look at it this way. Settling your debt with credit systems depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying isn't the best option. The reason is, like I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts can be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't ultimately help your credit score, and that negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. So how do you remove credit systems from your credit report? So it works like this. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do that is a bit more involved than it might seem. I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared that you may spend weeks or months really learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you and ensure it's done properly the first time and save the extra time, we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with credit system accounts many times, and really they regularly have issues. I'll leave it at that. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them, and we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get credit systems to stop calling you? Yeah, this is frustrating, and as I mentioned, credit systems calling you is their attempt to collect the debt they purchased, which means that the only reason they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will credit systems try suing or garnishing my wages? Well, so credit systems suing is unlikely. It can happen, and it does happen, but in our experience, it's pretty rare. And the reason is that, there's just a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's a long process. However, once again, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with credit systems? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Credit Systems has purchased. Credit Systems is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. Now these acts can seem a little complicated when you first look at them, but really they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. Now, if you don't have time to research these acts, that's not a problem. You can give us a call today. We can discuss your options. Our number's in the description. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks so much for watching.